No, I grew up out in the country, way out in the country. And I got married too young. So I had 2 deaf babies by the time I was 19. Well, when Cecilia was born, we didn't know she couldn't hear. It was hard to accept that she couldn't hear. But with Janet, we knew right off of the bat she couldn't hear as soon as she was born. Of course, when Janet was born, she was the first deaf baby that had been born there that they knew of. And the hospital, Children's Hospital, wanted to work with us to try to find out if there was something they could learn. And we found out they had the deaf classes here. In Oklahoma City, the school was real expensive. And we couldn't afford, we had to pay it, get help to pay for it, and then we still couldn't pay our part except a portion of it every month. The school in Oklahoma City for all day was $95. For half a day, or 3 hours, was $45, I believe. Our house payment was $66, so you can see, compare that to what the school cost. But they could go to school in Tulsa like everybody else. And we came to Tulsa and he found the job and we visited the schools and moved here. The school they went to, the parents had a meeting every week and they showed us how to work with them. And it was, of course, saying the words, what they meant, the different, feeling the sounds. You can feel the sounds on top of your head or different things like that. We'd have to chase Janet down to get her to pay attention, but Cecilia was really good at, I mean, they both tried. After school, I think it was 2 days a week or something like that, I would take them to TU and a therapist would come out and work with them. Mary was the lady's name that we had to go talk to, but they would come out and both of them had class, after school they would have a work with them. We went down to Tulsa to the Boston Avenue Church. They had classes there, but that's when we tried to learn sign language. Cecilia was at Edison. There was no classes for her in the 7th grade. There was nothing there. And it was a hard time for her. So we decided we didn't want to, but we felt the only choice we had was where they could get an education. And then we brought them back in 3.5 years when they got the teachers here for them. But yes, it's very hard, very hard. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done. Oh, I cried all the way down there and back here. We'd pick them up on Friday and then take them back Sunday evening. In the first telecaption they had, Sears was the only place you could get one. And it was a box and you had to hook it to your TV. We got one of the first ones of those that came out for them. They sat there and laughed at shows. They had seen them before, but they didn't see the words. And they'd sit there and laugh. That was worth everything. Yeah, Facebook and texting and all of that has been communicating with people that before they couldn't, and see what's going on, that all of that, and their video phones and even the caption, has been a blessing on the news and different things like that. 60 years ago, I would have never thought anything like that would have been available, you know, and well, you just didn't think about things like that. We took it a day at a time or a year at a time or whatever, but that's all we could do. I mean, that's all I knew how to do. And then you had moments when you felt like, what's going to happen? I know there was a lot of hard times and a lot of hurt feelings sometimes, but they had a lot of good times too. We had a lot of good times. There's a lot of crazy times, but they're both blessings. As I say, the good Lord gave us the best girls He could have given us.